What struck you in that first game as unusual? Did well? Did badly? Talk for a minute.
Okay. So the main thing that I thought was interesting was that when we look at overall strategy, right? APOC did the initial. They've got the 3 destroyers. They went and got the caps, and STW didn't really contest any of them, which I thought was very interesting at the start. For a bit there, we kind of saw them. It almost seemed like they waffled around a bit. Wasn't quite sure what to do. But when push came to shove, it was time to shove, and boy, did they shove! So I thought that was quite interesting. As far as team compositions go, we found that the Hindenburg was the best ship for clan battles, and it very well might be a really good choice here as well. You've got the combination of long range, good DPM, good fire chancing capabilities, and very good armor. Yeah, you can get Citadel at an angle. Yeah, you can get Citadel from long distance, but it's really hard to do it. So when you add all that together, I thought that was good. We also found in clan battles that the Conqueror wasn't very useful. So I'm curious to know if that's going to be the case again in what we're watching here. We have basically a situation where the battleships need to be able to do something to completely dominate the waters, and I don't think that's Conqueror. Conqueror is really an anti-battleship battleship. So I didn't like seeing that.
I agree. I'm really surprised. I'm curious to see if they'll bring that Conqueror back. The Grozavoy didn't surprise me in the least. The Conqueror did.
Right. And I'm not sure. I'm really not.
They get him. It's luck. There, it's luck.
I'm really not sure why we didn't see a Yamato.
I don't know. I remember early on in clan battles, Yamato kind of was poo-pooed, right? Oh no, he's gonna take this thing. Not enough barrels or whatever. And yet, by the end of the season, you started to see them. Were they common? No, Montana was definitely more common, but you did start to see them, especially amongst players who had a lot of experience with them. Guys like Kwangdu over in OPG, right? He started playing Yamato in clan battles and got excellent results out of them. So you may not see them on this on these teams, but I think you will see them today. Personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I hope this giveaway thing works. I'm kind of doing this the dumb way, but we'll give it a shot. Hopefully I don't screw this up. I really need to find, I'm not a streamer who does this for money. I'm not used to having to give things away. So I don't have one of those little automated things where you go and you have people sign up for a for a giveaway or whatever, right?
Yep.
So we'll see how it goes. Telling people just tag me in the channel with your choice and I'll write it all down. This may not work. I apologize in advance, guys, if it doesn't work. We'll figure something out. I'm going to give all 10 of these codes away before the day's over. Trust me. All right. Well, APOC still in the training room, obviously still talking about their team comp. They've only got a few ships ready, but the next game should be underway here in just a few minutes. Shouldn't have too much time left. But I think he's about to eat it. Oh, I'm curious. I wonder. Wow. APOC is rethinking their carrier choice. Do you think that's a conversation they're having?
Oh, I think I think both teams are rethinking some of their choices. Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I'm wondering, like, Spectre Mage is a strike Hakuryu. I was really surprised to see that. At the same time, it did kind of work out for them. He was able to bag one of the destroyers towards the end of the game, probably a little past the halfway mark. He got Revan there in B. The torpedoes that he put into Megadude early in the match did factor into Megadude's death in the end. Of course, Grows can't heal. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm curious if they think that an AS Hakuryu will give them some more flexibility there. I mean, because spotting, I don't know. Actually, now that I look back on it, it's not. The vision control might have been an issue. I mean, think about it. They pulled that Montana and Hindenburg that were originally that were getting just the crap shelled out of them. I even commented, I think one of these guys is going to die in a few minutes. They both lived, right? Because STW was able to pull them back, and APOC was not able to get any eyes up there to keep pounding fire into them. Makes me wonder if they've recognized that maybe that was a potential failing of their carrier choice, and they're going to make a change.
I mean, anything's possible, right?
Anything's possible, and that's why we love the game.
Well, I mean,
crazy stuff.
You saw just in our first battle, STW was losing for a long time.
Yeah,
but they pulled it out. So that's the thing. That's the thing about this game in competitive mode. Anything can happen.
Yep. APOC looks like they're starting to ready up. Zath, go ahead and ready up your Eerie there.
Ready to.
All right.
Yeah, this is nice being in the same exact room and just hanging.
Yeah, this is so nice. Kudos to WG again for finally getting us a proper training room so we can do stuff like this much easier. All right. Game 2 will be up shortly. Everyone is here. APOC is ready. STW is one player shy of being ready, but he just got here. He's ready now. We'll be dropping momentarily.
Now, for those of you guys who are watching, once again, this is a best of 3. So if STW wins this, they win it all. And they're done. If they lose, then there's going to have to be another, a third battle basically between these two teams. And it'll be Islands of Ice. Ugh.
Correct. And we haven't even really talked about the format of the tournament, right? Because what we've done is very different from what they've managed to do for King of the Sea here is very different from what we're used to seeing in Supremacy League, or even the seeding rounds for Supremacy League like we did last September. What I'm not gonna lie, since I'm not playing, I have not studied it the way I should have. But what I believe is happening for today we're doing the group stage. Every team in these 14 pods is playing each other.
Yes.
Playing each other once. And I believe that 1 or 2 teams from each pod then moves on to the elimination rounds. I need to go check the rules. I'll do that our first intermission. When we take a break, I'll do that. And I apologize to everybody for not knowing that off the top of my head, because I just haven't made the time. So that's on me. But I'll figure it out, and we'll fill everybody in on how this is working going forward.
And just so you guys know, even though Raptor and I were grunts on the field, so to speak, and played in previous seasons, every season the rules do change, they modify slightly, and this is the first time that we're seeing a partnership with King of the Sea over at EU. So anything, things can happen.
All right, time to ram, and then we'll talk about team compositions, because there's some shocking changes that we have to talk about.
Double Conqueror.
Yeah, so, like I said, some shocking changes we have to talk about.
I sniff glue. Oh god. Oh man, we suck. Okay, so just real quick, after you die, do you move over to the? Do you click on the carrier and then do your Control Shift Backspace?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm going to try that again. Last time it did not work well for me, so I will try that again.
So, we'll talk team composition. APOC has now doubled down on Conqueror, which is kind of the opposite of what we were talking about, expecting them to do. They've gone double Conqueror. Boot Camp has moved into a Conqueror, along with Cleo, who played it last game. They have brought Des Moines, Hindenburg, Zao. They've dropped one of their destroyers in favor of a Des Moines. Revan in the Gearing, and Mega Dude back in his Grozovoy. It looks to me as if STW has brought the exact same composition.
Yes, they haven't changed anything. They still have Tata in the Des Moines. They still have Triple Hindenburg. Now they've got a new player. Black Shrike is in the Gearing. So when you change up a player, you just never know how that's going to impact things, because you lose a little bit about that cohesion and jive.
Yep. APOC deploying heavy to the western flank here. We have Conqueror, Hindenburg, Zhao swinging wide, kind of north of that island that you see in kind of about D3. Megadude and his Grozavoy is charging straight into A, which I'm a little surprised because no one's kind of backing him up. The DM is setting up on that island in let me pick in D5. The DM is setting up kind of next to that island, probably pointing his guns into A. And then you have a Gearing Hindenburg and a Conqueror swinging way to the east on the flank north of C. Talk to me about STW's deployment.
A very interesting deployment. Both Gearings are going into C. As a matter of fact, Shrike is about to get into C right now. We've got Des Moines moving up to cover them, and the rest of the team is just kind of lagging behind in the distance. Zing has been spotted for a while, yet nobody's opening up on him, which I find very interesting.
So Megadude, they know he's in C and A. He's been spotted. The fighters picked him up. He popped his defensive fire. It looked like somebody got some shells into him. Hindenburg, Montana shells miss. So Mega takes a little bit of damage for his trouble, but it looks like he's going to pick up A. So both STW Gearings are in C?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I'm confused. I would have thought one would go for B.
Yeah, I'm wondering if APOC will be able to figure that out in time to know they can just push directly into B and pick that up.
Yep.
Well, they make that Des Moines position means their radar can cover B.
Yeah, both Des Moines are basically, Mexican standoffing.
There.
Yeah. So as soon as B gets contested, we'll see a radar from the opposite team. Basically,
Revan looks like they've got Revan spotted by planes. I'm sure his defensive fire is up. He's a little far away from the Conqueror and the Hindenburg to get much support. Looks like 3FM tried to bring a strafe in there. Hard to say. Yep. Megadude picking up A. So a very different early game than we saw last game with STW's destroyers being very passive. Here they're very aggressive, backing each other up, picking up C, while APOC splits up theirs, and we now each team on a cap early.
Yep. Now Zing just took a big hit from B-Ball Man Greg, got chunked about a fifth of his health. Conqueror Cleo is being focused. And it's interesting, they've just picked up the torp bombers that are going around on the 10 line.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing way over there. We've got torp bombers here from Spectre Mage coming in on Revan's Gearing again. I assume his defensive fire is down after that bomber attack a minute ago. Yep, here comes the cross drop. He's certainly trying for one anyway.
Now the question is the Hindenburg running defensive fire? He should be. Torp hit on the Gearing.
Revan. Yep, Revan can't sneak through both of them.
He's going to take
one more.
Yeah. Oh, he took two.
Two. Wow, the sink.
Oh, that's big.
Sink is bad.
That's big. He's flooding. He's gone.
He's out. Revan is dead.
Early. The
strike Hakuryu paying off big for STW here on Sea of Fortune.
That's right. Goodbye. And then, oh, this is just dirty. So the other Gearing has now gone around on the 8 line. And it's right behind the Conqueror and Hindenburg. You want to take a guess as to which Gearing that would be?
Zampy.
Yeah, that's our boy!
All he's doing is just keeping them lit. What do you bet?
Oh, Terrell. Take a look at Terrell. See what's happening with him. He's taking a big risk right now by going through the channel, or traversing the channel, to the southern island at B cap, for no good reason.
I see this. They moved him up. I saw him move up. I didn't get the chance to comment on it, but he's not going to take any torps. He's got enough cover to take torps. He's going to move up, and I think he's going to stick his bow into B, because he can cap B kind of hiding behind that island where nobody can really loop shells over at him.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to now, unfortunately.
The destroyers are not going to go in there with him there, I don't think. STW on about a 100-point lead here on the back of their early kill. Boot Camp takes a big hit there. Montana shells coming in and chunking that Conqueror. He's burning. They're definitely focusing him down.
Yeah, they should be focusing
double fires now.
Should be focusing Terrell, though. I mean, he's an easy kill right now, right? He's kind of stuck. He can't really go anywhere.
I don't think they don't have shots on him with that cover he's got. I think the ships that can't shoot at him are. He's taking some probably Hindenburg shells. Yep. Zim's Hindenburg in the back, lobbing shells over the island, landing them on Tyrael there behind the island.
Once again, guys, I apologize. I'm still having problems moving around the camera, so I'm just staying focused on ships right now.
Spider is just camped out. Okay, he's shooting at least. They're trying to burn down Fun Wardson. Looks like might be working. He's pretty low. He's healing though. Or is he still burning? He's still
He
burning.
is still burning. He's on 2
another
fires.
big hit there. He's trying to get some cover.
Yeah, he's not going to get cover. This is where the Hindenburg comes in really helpful. It's just got that stupid range.
And the pen. And the range with the mod and or the spotter plane. Both teams with a kill now. This is happening much faster than last game. That's good at the 7-minute mark of the match. STW down a battleship, and APOC down a destroyer.
I would almost argue it almost feels like STW is coming into this a lot more confident, right? Like, hey man, we beat the crap out of these APOC guys. We can do it again. And maybe they're
Certainly
taking
more aggressive than we saw them last game.
Exactly. I think they're taking a little bit more risks than they necessarily need to. Especially with that early destroyer kill.
Yep. Mega Dude now smoking Boot Camp, allowing him the chance to recover from the fires. Boot Camp getting those fires out. He's on about a quarter HP or so. Probably waiting for his next big give me a new ship button to come up.
Yeah, and now Zim seems to be the target.
Firing in that smoke.
Well, Boot saw an opportunity. He sees Zing here in the Hindenburg, and he wants to get him out. So he's going to fire. Now, yeah, he's going to take some damage as punishment for that.
They can see him in this smoke, can't they?
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look
at the Zao. Look at the Zao. Spider just took a torp. But he survives. No problem.
He does survive. Spectre loses quite a few power torpedo bombers probably for his trouble there.
Yeah, that fighter was just in the right spot. So 3 did a wonderful job of supporting his teammate. But Spectre is in a position to take out the Midway.
Where's Zampy?
Huh?
Where is Zampy?
Same place. He's unfortunately over a D8.
Okay,
Why?
he's just chilling out, keeping the conch and the Hindenburg lit, letting everybody know where they are.
Yeah, and he's doing his usual kind of torpedo long-range fishing.
Yep. Okay. Much tighter game than we saw last game. APOC now putting their toes into B as Mega Dude inches in just ahead of Cap Materials Des Moines there. 15 points separating these two teams as we get close to the halfway mark of the match here on Sea of Fortune.
Yep. It looks like Des Moines is taking some bomb hits, and he's kind of... Oh, no. There we see the power of the Midway.
3FM nuking a Des Moines out of existence with planes. What world do we live in?
I just had to take a screenshot.
APOC now on a 1-ship lead.
Yeah.
And picking up B, I'm assuming I don't think there's anybody that's gonna be able to contest B from STW side of the house. You tell me.
I don't think so.
They're gearing. You've got Strike way south and Zampy's way north, but man, APOC has given up a lot of health to achieve this board position. They are far less healthy than STW as a team. Boot Camp now still under focused fire as he continues to retreat into A.
Yep, I think the key now is going to be what do you do with your remaining assets? STW needs to do something. They got to reel in Zampy. I think they can't keep him out there on the flank anymore doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
They're going to have to do some sort of envelopment around B cap, or they got to get Boot off the board first of all. And
Boot's going to go off the board. I mean,
yeah.
Mega's headed that way to smoke him, but I don't think he's going to get there in time.
I doubt
Boot
it.
Should be out momentarily. Well, he just popped the heel.
Yeah, I see that. New ship, number 2.
Has a new ship now.
And this is why, if you're ever fighting a Conqueror, even in random battles, you never stop shooting it until it dies.
Look at the amount of fire Boot Camp is taking. Unbelievable.
And look at the fact...
Here comes the smoke from Mega. Hopefully Boot Camp is smart enough to not fire this time. All right, well, the super heel keeps him alive. He just put his fires out.
Oh, he's going to get back on fire then.
Now, well, let's see if these shells... Yep, he's now on a fire.
Yeah, he gone.
I think the timing there was not good. Nope, the fire's out again.
Oh.
They get him anyway. Get him anyway.
The Hindenburg says, go away.
That's right. Gap narrows now to about 40 or 50 points here with 8.5 minutes to play.
Well, and let's not also forget that by pulling the Grozavoy up now, the southern flank is completely wide open. The Grozavoy's not there anymore, so we don't know where the Des Moines is.
Another torpedo strike on Elastic Spider here.
Yep, the two fighters are, you know, duking it out. Looks like 3 is sacrificing a fighter to get out of that position and try to save the Zhao. Oh, here comes another fighter squadron.
Now, Spider has done a really good job here with his positioning. He's snuggled up to that island. There's no way that they can really torp him from there, not from the air.
Nope.
And 3FM, he pops his DF, and 3FM is doing a great job defending his teammate there with his fighters. Well played.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Material now is backed out of the gap. He is running north. They've pushed him out of that gap between A and B. So APOC on about a small lead that's continuing to grow on the back of their cap advantage, but down a destroyer, I'm not sure how long they're going to be able to hold that cap advantage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, it looks like they've rallied the Hindenburgs and Cleo's Conqueror here for a bit of a push through C. I think they're ceding A. It looks like they're just going to pull out of A completely.
Yeah, they kind of have to. And it's interesting now, Zampy is starting to, I think, maybe have a little more relevance in his positioning. If they're going to push into C, they're going to have to do it through Zampy.
Yep. By taking boot camp off the board, they are aggressive. STW is definitely aggressively pushing into A. Here comes Black Shrike's gearing, moving into the cap circle. Bottom end, under a bit of a strike there from 3FM's torpedo bombers.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't know why he's pushing so aggressively into a Des Moines and a Zhao.
I don't think he's going to eat those torpedoes either.
Maybe? Nope. Turned in just in time.
Defensive fire says no. STW will be claiming A very shortly.
He's got a smoke, though. I don't know. There he goes.
There he goes. Yep. Material continuing to run on about 5,000 HP. He's probably their next big target. But the APOC push on the other side of the map is continuing. Mega Dude now in the gap between B and C, headed into C, backed up at close quarters by Sneaky Snake's Hindenburg, and slightly more far to the north by Cleo's Conqueror.
Oh.
Ooh, that's
Greg
a big
goes
kill.
down.
Greg burns down on the back of Cleo, but Tyrael, Tyrael pops the heal just in time. He got down to about 400 or 500 HP, popped the heal, and looks like he's going to manage to sneak away.
Trollolol.
Trollolo. Welcome to Tier 10, kids.
Zing might go down. He's at 1100.
Yep, Zing under a fire from Zampy now, 1,000 HP. Just needs a few of those gearing shells to connect. Looks like he's trying to get some cover. I don't know that Zampy can Zampy get shells. Zampy probably didn't have eyes on him.
Not anymore.
You can't see him now.
And this is where if I'm Zampy, I'm asking Spectre, like, I need vision now.
Yep.
That's too late.
And Cleo pushing through C, bag it for APOC. They now have about a 200-ish and change lead with 5 minutes to play.
And a ship lead, too. This is not looking
and a
good.
One-ship lead. That's right. Both of STW's battleships now have gone to the bottom, but APOC has its share of battle damage as well. Zing is repairing. Tyrael has burned a heal, and he's only at about 8,000 HP. Vermicelli in smoke there in A, also badly wounded, repairing as we glimpsed him there in the smoke. Elastic Spider Zhao continue to retreat, probably spotted by these torpedo bombers here momentarily. Nope, torpedo bombers turned around.
I'm not sure what Spectre is trying to do with these bombers here.
I see 3FM. 3FM's got a fighter out looking for Zampy. They know he's over there.
Yeah.
Zing under fire from Zim's Hindenburg, taking damage once again. We know his heal is down for the moment. All right, so Shrike has aggressively turned through the gap. He's into B now as APOC closes within 100 points of victory.
Yeah, but Verm is about to get dropped hard.
Vermi is about to get punished.
No defensive fire. He gone.
Defensive fire. Midway says goodbye. APOC within 50 points of victory now here on Warrior's Path. This is not Warrior's Path. This is Sea of Fortune. As
well,
STW
someone's fortune
pushes aggressively into B. Zampy finally getting hit. Electric Zing off the board. Big kill for SW. They needed that breathing room.
Yes, they did.
The APOC push through C late is working for them. They've got Zampy pinned up against the map edge. They've got two big ships with lots of health in C. I don't think that STW is going to be able to push them out of there in time to get the points. They need a kill.
Definitely not. Zampy is burning, and he's out of engines.
Tyrael has now turned back from his retreat and is Oh, big kill from Hindenburg. Sneaky
Yep.
bagging Zim. Well, APOC once again within a hair's breadth of victory here. Just has to hang on a few more seconds to seal the deal. Bomber strike from 3FM coming in on Herkson here at B as Sneaky tries to dodge Torps, which he does successfully from Black Shrike. Sneaky under fire. His Torps going in on Herx now. Herx taking Des Moines AP from the north, and he's going to eat a Torp.
No,
Oh, no,
expert
D-Sync
dodge.
says no. Yep, my sync is bad. APOC hanging on here, 20 points from victory. If they can bag Snake, they will extend the game.
Oh,
But nope, somebody bagged a kill, and that is the ball game. APOC picking up game 2 to force a rubber game with STW here in the group stage.
that was Zampy going down to a torpedo from Mega.
Oof. That
Look-
was an excellent game.
That was very impressive. And take a look now at the post stats. Look at this. There are 3 ships on STW side with over 20 plane kills.
Power of Midway. We just keep shoving planes in the air because honestly, at the end of the day, who cares? I got more.
Well, that should also kind of showcase too how it feels like 3 was much more focused with his bombers, and it felt like Spectre kind of went all over the place with them. And you can kind of see that too in the way that the anti-air numbers are coming out.
Very much so. All right. Okay, well, with that done, I need to go back and see if I can figure out who's going to win our raffle. So give us a few minutes, kids. I got to go back through and figure out who picked APOC to win that game and make a couple of die rolls or something and figure that out. So give me a few minutes here while I do that.
And while that's going on, I'm going to figure out our next... Got to put up my overlay scores here. 1 and 1. For those of you guys who are watching, I hope you are enjoying the stream so far. This is my first time doing it, so I'm going to apologize again for making mistakes. It's all part of the learning process, right? As we now see 1 versus 1. So some comments. I made the comment earlier, right, that it felt like STW is a little bit overconfident. They kind of just allowed themselves to get shot at a little bit too much. Versus APOC, their destroyers were doing a wonderful job of kind of going back and forth, and this is kind of a learned skill for destroyer and competitive. That would be the skill of the smoke biatch, where you go and you cap, but you also provide scouting, but you also go back and you smoke up your cruisers and your battleships and stuff like that. The job of a destroyer is basically the job of the person that's holding up the entire building while it's coming down all around you. And so I think putting Zampy out on the flank for so long really hurt STW because they only had one destroyer that was able to push, was able to do any of those tasks that I had mentioned earlier. So unfortunately, he wasn't as useful as we'd like to have seen. The fact that they lost the battleships early, especially Greg, that really hurts as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree. I'm surprised that Zampy kind of spent so long just kind of spotting those guys while the rest of his team sort of rotated back towards A to the point where the guys he was spotting, they couldn't even keep under fire anymore. I was a little shocked by that. Okay. We had 11 entries for APOC. I did a quick random. Going to be Sunny Bois. You're going to get a code here for me in a minute. I'll message you, and that code will be good for a restless fire flag and 10 FTW camos, courtesy of Wargaming. Thanks to them for a little bit of a quick giveaway there.
Awesome.
Let me go get the thing. I got to find that PM I got earlier with this stuff in it. You know, it just occurred to me, I probably should have waited to PM that to him, because if he's watching, and he's 10 minutes behind us, I just spoiled the match.
How did you spoil the match then?
Because I just sent him a PM and said, hey, congratulations. Oh, I'm such a jerk. Sonny, I apologize if I spoiled the match for you. My apologies. I won't make that mistake again. In the future, guys, I'll do the drawing, and then I'll wait until the game's over on your end, and then I'll PM the code. So my apologize. Anyways, in the meantime, at least it worked. We didn't have 10 trillion entries, so that was only about a dozen people. And it worked because they're 10 minutes behind us. All I had to do was go back and make a list of the people who voted for the winning team, as opposed to make a list of who voted for both. So that worked out well. So yeah, we'll do this. We'll do the same thing again here in a minute.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, an excellent comeback win there from APOC is going to, well, not really comeback win, but a win they desperately needed, of course. Forces a game 3 rubber game here with STW as we move to Islands of Ice. Now, Zath, you and I will have a bit of a more challenge this game. We have to kill ourselves. You will not be able to Eerie in this game.
That's true.
And we will have to take in Ryujo's to get this done.
That's right. We must commit seppuku. And for those of you that are watching my stream, I know you were kind of pinging me a little bit here with your prediction with Sea Raptors little giveaway. Don't worry, keep watching, and I've got a couple codes as well that I can hopefully give away too, right? I think.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, this is really cool. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Any feedback, please, by all means, let me know. One thing I'm trying to work out is the whole camera issue. So I think this time I'm not gonna pan to the carrier and then Control Shift Backspace. I think I'll just Control Shift Backspace right away. Because what's happening is one of my keys is getting stuck, and so like the up key is constantly stuck. So it's constantly moving up, and all I can do is make circles around the map, and it's really confusing and frustrating for everybody watching and for me. So. This is not looking good. But I'm checking in and my stream looks like it's running well. I can hear myself, which is exciting.
You can hear yourself. Boy, don't I sound sexy.
Oh yeah. And there's people that are commenting as well on the channel here, so it's kind of fun to see. And this is a whole new world for me. So I appreciate everybody for being brave and willing to check it out.
Well, Seth, I'm just glad you agreed to kind of do this with me, because it's so much more fun to do this. I have cast an entire match almost by myself, and it's not nearly as fun. You don't have someone to bounce ideas and talk things off, but more than importantly, you don't have somebody on the other side of the team on the enemy team to kind of give you that perspective of here's what it looks like they're doing and here's what I see and so on. Having that perspective over the shoulders of both teams when you're trying to look at these games is so vital, in my opinion, especially since. I've watched, I don't play World of Tanks. What I know about World of Tanks wouldn't fill a thimble. But about 2 years ago, they had, remember that show match they did in Poland? They brought some of the EU guys that did the show match in that Jingles and some other guys played in. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So in the course of sitting down and watching the stream to watch some of that, I saw them cast some World of Tanks games. And I was really impressed, like with the tools that they have in the client for those guys to cast World of Tanks live. Not only do the casters, they have they're on like their own team, so they can see the entire map. They see both teams. It's really impressive, right? Like there's obviously been some thought put into how do we set this, how do we program this mode for players to be able to see, for the casters to make their lives easier and convenient. And it's taken, of course, I don't play World of Tanks. I don't know how long it took to get to that point, but we're about 2.5 years now into World of Warships, and you can start to see, especially with this new training room, Wargaming kind of starting to make some of those kinds of quality of life adjustments for warships, and I'm really glad to see it.
Right, absolutely.
All right, it looks like we're just about ready. Zath, you're the only person on your team not queued up in the room.
Oh, sorry.
So grab your Ryujo and get that done, and then we'll just be waiting on one APOC person.
All right, tier 6 carrier. Now, do you only launch the torp bombers, flood yourself, and let them land? Is that the way you do it?
That's typically what I do, yes, because the torp, it will take longer than if you just launched everything and bombed yourself as well, but that way there's fewer planes in the air to distract anybody.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, APOC is ready. STW is ready. Looks like we'll be going in momentarily.
Special announcement from Zing. He needs more glue, people. Get on that. It's definitely fun watching people that I've played with duke it out, and I'm just kind of sitting there from, from afar.
Absolutely. I love doing this. I think it's a blast. That's one, and I feel like it's important that we show people how fun competitive warships can be.
Absolutely.
APOC here on Islands of Ice has returned back to their Game 1 team configuration. So we're back with Montana Conqueror, double Hindenburg Zau, double Grozavoy, and Gearing. So obviously intending to contest all 3 caps early.
And no change at all from STW. They are happy with their lineup.
Yep. STW sticking with what works for them, apparently, as we head into the rubber game of this 3-game match.
Whoever wins this, hats off to them. They win the this initial engagement, and they move on.
Well, I mean, both teams have games to play. They'll be playing in the next, because every team has to play every game in every team in their group.
Action stations.
Right.
All right, let's get this done. Sorry, guys. The start of the game will be a little delayed while we sync ourselves. There are 2 maps in the rotation that we can't ram each other with the quick start. We have to go with the old traditional carrier sync yourself.
Yep. And while this is going on, just a reminder, somebody was asking on my stream, there's multiple different games going on at the same time. Unfortunately, there's so many games, we just can't cast all of them. So what you guys are watching is one of the matches. How many matches are there right now, Raptor? Like 5?
I think 8, actually.
8.
It might be more than that. Not sure.
So you're talking about an awful lot that's going on elsewhere as well, and so you definitely want to check out the other streamers if you want, the other casters, see what's going on. You're welcome to do that, of course. This is just part of what we're looking at here.
And I didn't flood myself. Okay, I'll launch the bombers anyway, you yutzes.
Didn't flood yourself. I just hit myself.
Take a flood.
Oh, wow.
Yay, RNG.
Did you launch both torp bombers at yourself?
Yes, I did. I ate 7 torps and did not flood myself.
See, I ate all 8 of them.
If I set myself on fire, that will end this. There we go.
Yeah, but then your bombers can't land, can they?
C'est la vie. I don't care. Life happens. I'm in the back. They'll eventually die.
Kind of interesting watching myself just sink away. Boom!
Alright, here we go.
Okay, I can move around now. Hey! That's what I'm looking for. I'm free.
Alright, early deployment. We have Gearing and working B. He's trying to reverse into B there in that little gap on the island on the northwestern corner of B. We have Sneaky and his Grozavoy, Bootcamp's Hindenburg, and Cleo's Conqueror, and Zau and Spider's Zau all headed to A. Actually, I apologize. Bootcamp's Hindenburg is turning back towards B, but 3 ships to A seems pretty odd.
You know what else is odd? Is our Hakuryu only has 2 torpedo bombers and 2 dive bombers.
He is running air superiority this time.
Yep, he's getting tired of losing the air war.
I think so. So Mega Dude had looked like he was going to contest C, but he's got a fighter right there. Would spot him. Probably was spotting him. He's backed off.
Yep.
He's backed up in the back on the 2 line by Tyriel's Montana and Zing's Hindenburg.
Yeah,
So
but
it looks like
he's paying the price for that though. He's just lost a couple of his. He's only got 1 fighter left in that squadron at sea.
Yep. Looks like STW will pick up C early on without much of a fight. Revan's Gearing looks like he will pick up B. which just leaves Sneaky now into A and is contesting that for APOC. So we know which destroyer for you guys is in C. Is that Zampi or Shrike?
1 second. I'm looking at the drop on B. Nope.
Missed.
Okay. Yeah,
I can tell you
defensive
that
fire
missed.
was up.
Yep.
It is Zampi and Charlie, and so Shrike is at Alpha.
Shrike's in A. All right. So APOC seeing if they can get a look at Shrike up here in A.
And they're gonna get a look at his torpedoes. I don't know what else they're gonna try for.
Now that torp drop at B did succeed in driving Revan out of the cap circle long enough to have to reset him, so he had to kind of back in. So he'll pick up B here momentarily. That lets STW build up a few points worth of lead as they tick up points off of C. Here come the torpedoes in on Cleo as he pushes in, but they land nothing. He is on fire.
I think the important thing, though, is it drove out Mega in the south, and Revan in B, maybe he'll be able to cap, maybe he won't. Either way, he's kind of on his own there. Oh,
Yep.
there's the Grows up north at A.
Yep, Cleo taking big hits from both Montanas, spotted by the gearing, spotted by Black Shrike as he turns towards B now. Leading Sneaky Snake's Grozavoy to, and is it Zing in the Zhao? Spider in the Zhao to deal with the gearing.
I don't
Has
understand.
left the cap circle.
I don't understand what Cleo is hoping to accomplish here in his positioning.
I don't either.
Because he's getting focused hard now, and he's turning broadside.
Oh yeah, they're gonna continue to focus him. They've got great shots on him from at least three or four different ships.
Oh, and he switched sides too. His turrets were on the right. Now he's trying to get him over to the left. That's going to take a while.
I don't think he's gonna be around very long if he keeps playing like this.
Definitely not. They might be giving up a battleship just to cap A, which is a really bad trade, guys.
Really horrible trade, right? He's on fire in 2 places now. Just now putting those out.
As long as he's spotted.
Probably, as I'm saying, what's spotting him? I wonder. The gearing?
Probably the gearing. Now here's a bit of a misplay. Gearing's about to get struck, but that Grozavoy should have been back down with the Conqueror and should have been repairing him. New ship button is about to be pushed, I think.
I think it's down. I think he pushed it already.
Really?
He took a bunch of damage just to get to that point on the
Nope.
map.
Here it comes.
No, just pushed it. Yep,
Here it comes. Pump
But
it
still,
up.
they need to smoke him up and get him
Yes.
out of there. Sneaky Snake is rotating towards him. He will probably be under smoke in about another 25, 30 seconds or so. But until then, he's going to keep getting punished. They realize if they don't focus him down and get him off the board, he'll persist.
Yep.
They saw that from boot camp last game.
Meanwhile, Shrike just took a torpedo hit, so
Looks like he's flooding.
Yeah.
Yep, Shrike flooding here as he retreats from A. And they've rotated Zampi into B, but that leaves Mega free to move into C. He has not done so yet. He is turning in now. He's realized where Zampi is.
Oh!
So they'll be in. Yep.
Nice kill
Yep,
by Greg.
That was coming.
That needed to happen for STW to have a chance
Cleo
here.
punished for kind of some bad positioning decision there early on here on Islands of Ice as STW jumps out to a 1-ship lead.
It's interesting how Tyrell went back to... no, Tyrell was in a different ship before. He was in Des Moines, wasn't he?
Was in Des Moines last game. Now I'm surprised to see Mega not going into C. He was, and then he turned out. Surely they know. I mean, they know where the gearing is, and they know where both gearings are. Why not cap it?
Yeah, he might be afraid because the Des Moines probably hasn't been spotted for a while.
Well, they haven't seen the DM in a while, so they're not sure where he is.
But this is interesting. We see STW kind of being herded again. The gearing survived. That's huge.
Both gearings are. I mean, APOC has a destroyer advantage. The question is, what, if anything, can they do with it?
Right. Now, C-Cap is being
Now,
contested.
this is interesting. Yep, Zampi is back in C. He capped B and immediately went back to C. So Mega Dude's reluctance to push in has now cost him the ability to cap this point unless he moves up aggressively to try and spot Zampi. He's now spotted. Mega Dude must be radared. He's turning out, taking fire from a couple of different directions here.
And that would be because there is a Des Moines in C.
In C? Where is he? Good
Yes.
Lord Almighty.
He's in that southern island off to the right of it.
The extreme south.
Yeah. Well, not the extreme south, but the southern island within C.
So like in like I-7.
Yes. I-6.
Wow. I-6. Oh, I see the shells now. Yep, I see him. They let the Des Moines get into that position unspotted.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Here come the dive bombers with Des Moines' name on them. Nope.
we saw
He
what
noped
that
out.
did before.
Yeah, the DM popped his defensive fire, and 3FM noped those out of there right away. He might not get any of them home. Yep. They backed off.
Zhao is at half health or less now.
Revan rotating back into B to try and pick that up for APOC. Yep, Spider taking a lot of damage up here from this in his duel with this Hindenburg.
But he is getting back. He's getting behind cover.
Yep, he's got some cover now.
But there's really nothing to stop Zim from advancing. I mean, there's the Grozavoy there, but okay.
Yeah. APOC has just given up a tremendous amount of health so far in this game. I mean,
yeah.
The Conqueror wasn't on the board very long. He's out. Their Zhao is very low. They're about to cap B. Nope, Zampi has rotated back into B and is preventing them from picking up the cap.
And this is what I like to see. This is what we should have seen from Zampi in the first game, with just more map control and less flinky.
Yep. Revan and Boot Camp aggressively pushing the bottom end of Siege, seeing if they can get eyes on Zampi to drive him out of the cap circle. Here comes some torps from Zampi. Revan dodging those handily. They were not a threat to Boot.
Nope, but at least they give him an idea of where he is.
Boot taking a tremendous amount of damage. Now he's got the Des Moines on his starboard flank firing at him.
Yeah, oh geez. And this is where we were talking earlier about positioning and why positioning is so darn important.
He's trying to get up into cover, hug that island.
Oh, he ain't gonna make it.
Big hits there from the American piercing shells from Des Moines. Next salvo might end him. There it is. Tata Lord's Des Moines doing work.
And the fact that the Montana, well now they're splitting, but the Montana and Hindi are relatively close together means that he really only has to worry about one side in that island. It's very hard to get him out of there.
Spider about to get cross-dropped here at A. Got some good fighter cover though. Looks like he's only going to take one of those. As 3FM's fighters do great work there, protecting his teammate. Revan's got torps going into Zampi's smoke, but I suspect they won't bag anything. Wait a minute, did Zampi eat a torp? He did.
Did he? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. One of those torps connecting on Zampi and smoke earlier. As Revan now trying to just fish for him by firing into the smoke blindly and see what he can find.
Yep, but, you know, Verm's right there next to him.
Yep, Vermicelli just spotted now. Revan realizing he's kind of in a bit of a pickle. He can't move out of the smoke forward. There we go. Zampi spotted now, backing off as APOC does finally bag B, but STW has a 200-plus point lead at this stage on the back of their 2 ship kills.
Yeah, this is a commanding lead. Zampi playing some initial D for a bit.
Yep.
Just low and muffled.
Sneaky doing work up here at A, turning Zim's Hindenburg around.
Look at the Des Moines.
But,
oh, wow. Just in time to watch him die. The Grozavoy rushed him. The Hindenburg rushed him. Hindenburg paid with his life.
Oh.
But they managed to get C cap, so now...
Well, it cost APOC a ship, but they drive the worst of the offending Des Moines. They punish him out of C. Now it's a question of see what they can do with what they got left.
Yeah, that flank is open now, essentially.
Kind of is. I mean, that Montana and that Hindenburg are going to have something to say about it.
Yes.
And Vermicelli's not far away. Vermi taking constant kind of fire here from Revan's. But Revan, like that smoke's got to be almost out, Revan. Revan continuing to pour fire into Vermicelli here. His smoke is expiring. And here comes Zampi's torps. Into the smoke. Ooh, Revan dodging that first salvo.
I'm really surprised Verm didn't fire torpedoes there.
Yep, well, Zampi, of course, immediately back into B, contesting it for STW.
Grozavoy is smoked up, smoke shooting Verm.
Yep.
And there we go. Zampi versus Revan. Who will win? Place your bets now, folks.
Zampy spotted. He's got backup. Revan doesn't.
Zampy is taking a lot of heat.
Well, they can't see either one of them anymore now.
Nope, now they can
Revan
just...
reversing.
Oh, he's dead.
Now, up at A, Greg and Zim have forced out the defenders at A because Cleo's early battleship loss meant that there was nothing to prevent that push. Snake and Spider trying to slow these guys down, but not doing great so far. The pivotal engagement right now seems to me at B. I feel like the Grozavoy is eventually going to bag C. I don't think there's anything that STW can do to stop that. Or should they really try? They've got a 230-point lead. Why risk it?
Yep.
Revan spotted again very briefly, trading shots with Zampy. New smoke rules working against Revan here as he is spotted. Ducking behind island cover once again, but only on 1800 HP. One good salvo from just about anything will wipe him out.
Yeah, well, Zampy's in the same boat, so they're
Is he
both
really? How much health?
2975.
Oof, tough.
So they, you know, one sees the other, and they're basically going to mutual kill each other.
Mega Dude bagging C, dumping his torps towards the north, hoping to land a lucky torpedo on Vermi or Zampy. Now, Vermi obviously has probably got his sonar out. Does he have sonar? I guess
so.
not. Otherwise, he'd have him on. Is Revan spotted?
Yes, he is.
Well, then Vermi must have sonar.
And we saw before that really hurt him.
There's Zampy. Zampy lives. Vermi in a bad position now. He's got Grozavoy torps coming in from the south.
Wow.
He's gonna. Wow! Look at this.
Look at this torpedo dodge, guys.
All. Talk about Euro
the beats. Yes.
Damn. High five, Vermicelli.
That's
Unbelievable
right.
dodge.
Wow.
STW now pushing their Montana into C as Megadude continuing to retreat north, trying to help out his team at B.
That's the power of Hydro, folks.
As B-ball man Greg driving into B from the north.
Yeah, Greg's just coming in saying, "I'm taking this cap."
STW's battleship's getting very aggressive here, but they've got a points lead to back it up.
Absolutely, and Terrell's going to take a hit.
Nearly 200 and change here.
But this
Shelley taking some damage there. Not much, but still in the game.
Greg's about to take
smokes
tumps.
up. Mega smokes, but he's got a battleship crawling up his stern. I don't think this is going to be a good idea in the long run. We'll see what happens.
Well, suddenly...
Big Montana salvo going in on Tyrael.
So,
about 10k.
Oh no, more torps.
Yep, B-ball man Greg's dodged a lot of torps, but he's about to eat at least 2 there. He is flooding. No, he's repairing.
He's healing up. He doesn't quite get the new ship button, but he gets the good stuff.
APOC on just as a team on tremendously low HP, desperately needing a kill.
They're hanging on by a thread here.
They are kind of hanging on by a thread.
Terrell has switched to HE.
Wow.
But it's working.
Well, he's still repairing, but he's still going to finish with less than 20,000 HP.
Yep,
Spider Zhao is way out of the fight.
Doesn't matter. He's hitting. He's
hitting
Greg.
They can bag Greg. Now this is big. Greg's on about 10k here. He's burning in lots of places.
He's gone. He's done. 4
they can
fires.
Bag Greg. That's points they desperately need. Yep, he is out. They did succeed in driving Mega out of C. They will pick up C yet again. APOC narrows the gap about 170 points or so. Torpedoes coming in on Sneaky and Smoke, and he dodges them all. Nice positioning. So we know Zampy is still in B somewhere. There he is, spotted just briefly by planes in time to smoke up.
And be shot at possibly?
Look at where Spectre is.
Yeah.
It's kind of ballsy.
Very. Now...
Well, let's see what happens here, because if they can get Zampy... Where is Shrike? We haven't seen Shrike in forever.
Shrike is in B.
Shrike in B?
That's Shrike in B.
Shrike's in B. All right. He was, last time I saw him, he was out on the 9 line.
Montana's going down. Terrell's gone.
Yeah, Terrell was only a matter of time. APOC now, no battleships left, but still with quite a destroyer advantage. Can't call them out completely.
Shrike making some real noob mistakes here.
Midway airdrop here on Zampy and B.
That's Shrike and B.
Strike and B, thank you. He takes a torp, and he's out. That's big.
That was a total noob mistake. He did not turn his anti-air off, and so he told 3FM where he was in the smoke, and 3FM punished him for it.
Punishes him out. Revan goes down, though, not getting away from the Hindenburg quick enough, spotted and dead.
Ooh.
APOC now over 300 points down. They've got a lot of making up to do, and they are, what, 2 ships down?
Oh, about to be 3.
Battleships. This is going to be tough. Mega is on his way out right here. Yep, there he goes. Sneaky Snake, the last surviving APOC destroyer. Spider, the last surviving APOC cruiser. Here come the GGs. APOC seems to know it's over with a 400-point gap to make up in 60 seconds. This is not happening.
No. Stick a fork in it. They're done.
Yep. STW is going to claim victory here in this Group 1 match.
Now, what do you think's going on in their chat right now?
I don't know. I think they're just. I mean, I'd be excited. They played a solid game.
Yeah.
They didn't make mistakes, and you saw a couple of APOC mistakes getting punished. Cleo's positioning, Boot's positioning, early on, I think, definitely were both mistakes that STW maximized punishing on. They may yet get Vermicelli. That Grozavoy AP is no joke. Here we go.
I'm not sure why he's choosing to show side there like that, but okay.
Grozavoy's AP is not a joke. Good velocity. It will punish you if you give it the chance.
Yep. Zhao's at 3,500.
Yep. APOC bagging a kill here, but probably not enough to come back. Surely Spider is out of heals. And
here comes the
time
timer.
ticking down. It doesn't matter anyway. STW claims game 2 here on Islands of Ice. Or game 3, I should say.
Game 3, 2 for
match.
1 now. So they move on, or whatever their system is.
All right.
Look at that. Both sides have a dirty team killer.
Screen. I blame you. That's your fault.
So it looks like Spectre is probably happier with that AS loadout. Or maybe he was stock loadout. It's hard to tell. I thought I saw 3 fighters. Were there 4?
I saw 3. I don't know that I ever saw 4. Why would you take stock Hakuryu into anything?
Because isn't stock 322, or am I thinking...
No.
I can't remember.
You're going to make me go look. You're going to make me go look now.
I can't remember. But look at Revan taking out 30 planes.
30 planes, baby. Well,
Mega taking out 20.
A lot of fire.
Spider taking out 20. I mean, Sneaky Snake taking out 21. Just a ton of aircraft being shot down for APOC.
Yep. Well played to both teams. Congrats to STW on their victory. Good luck to APOC moving forward. Good luck to both teams moving forward as we look forward to our next match in round 2. It'll actually be starting up. Let's see. It starts at, I'm going to get this wrong, 4:20 Central. So, good Lord, Zath, we have like an hour to kill.
Oh, God. Okay, well. Are we going to turn off the stream then, or what do you do in this kind of situation?
I don't know. Time to kill. Unless I'm wrong, let me check the timing on things. Maybe. No, there's supposed to be an hour in between rounds. I was trying to get Pigeon's attention earlier. Let me try again. May take a few minutes. In the meantime, let's go ahead and have a look at. I've got to find the right screen. Aha! Right, yeah, 17:20 Eastern, 4:20 Central. Yeah, that's like an hour, 50 minutes. Goodness, we got a ways to go.
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe we might be able to talk Pigeon into letting us pop over to our press accounts and stream some Monogahn or Cossack or something new. But I don't know what is and isn't allowed. I think we could do Gascon if people were interested, but I don't know if we can do any of the other new ships that just got added to the client. So I'm
Roger,
trying to
roger.
find out.